What's popping with y'all, man? It's your host with the most, the J to the Mo, the XO, navigating y'all through this free base thing, man. We're finna rock now with another one of them ride and talk things. Today's subject, I'm gonna bounce a little bit everywhere, man, but I want to start off by something that just brought to my attention and caught my attention. This former NFL player Marcellus Wiley. He's been on a crazy tear about Kaepernick and the Jay-Z thing, and he's been very, 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 very anti-Kaepernick. And one thing I don't understand about brothers is, why do y'all get involved in a subject about the treatment of our race and kind and end up smashing and flashing on another brother? Like, it makes no sense. It's counterproductive. It doesn't make any sense at all. This man, Kaepernick, I don't care how much white he has in his blood, his veins, or whatever, whatnot. You, as an NFL player, didn't do it. You didn't kneel, you didn't stand, you didn't sit, you didn't protest, you didn't do anything to my knowledge. Now, if you hear this and it's something you have done, please feel free to correct me. But to my knowledge and the knowledge of the streets, there's nothing that you've done. Like, I watch NFL. I've been watching NFL. I watch NFL when you played in the NFL. I thought you was a great player, and I thought you was a good dude. I felt like you was a good dude from out the hood or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But I don't remember you doing anything spectacular for the hood. I don't remember you doing anything memorable for the hood or for your city, for your block, nothing like that. Giving back, like doing little backpack giveaways and stuff like that, that's cool, but we all do that. Everybody do that. So it's not like a big stripe to do that. It's just something that you do out of the kindness of your heart for your people. You're supposed to do it. But when you do something like forfeit your check, when you get yourself blackballed from a whole league that you'd have played your whole life and train and spend all your time training to play, and when you sacrifice that for the people, that's something that's very memorable and respectful, and something that goes down, that you get a bunch of stripes for that. Like Colin has gotten. He's got a lot of stripes for that because it was big what he did. And for him to be a mixed kid, it's even bigger because he had to most likely, I ain't going to even sit there and feed that stereotype and say he only had to deal with half of it. He had to deal with more of it than us, because regardless to what, they see him as black, and then majority of his family see him as black and ridicule him too. So, white people, families, they neglect kids because they got black in them, and black people family neglect kids because they have white in them. So he's probably seen a little bit more, something. I know he's seen something a lot more different than we've seen ourselves with our dark skinned asses. But he's seen something a lot different, you know what I'm saying, than what we've seen. And that's just scandalous. It's not fair. It's scandalous. It's something like, it's just a blow that people throw. It's a low blow. And it's something to say when you have nothing really much more to say, because Huey P. Newton and Malcolm X was of mixed race, and those are my idols. They were the greatest people, in my opinion. They were some of the greatest people in modern time to make this movement move. So, and they have done great things for our people. You know what I'm saying? So to try to bring that, bring that up and put that on that kid, that's just whack. That's whack. You know what I'm saying? And that's mighty white of you, dark skinned brother. It's mighty white of you. And it don't really fly. It only fly to ignorant people of ignorance. And yes, it's a platform for this type of talk, the type of talk you and Whitlock or whatever that one dude name is, the clump dude. He looked like old girl from the Braxton's ex-dude. That dude. I don't have nothing really. I don't really want to speak on him because he don't deserve, to be spoken on as a brother. Like he just got the skin. That's it. He just got the skin color. That's it. So he out of the whole situation, the whole equation. He done bounced himself out of it. We been trading him. We trade him for Vanilla Ice or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Somebody we don't really want. But anyhow, you know what I'm saying? This dude, they get on there and they push the narrative against they always go against the grain. And that's why they have a platform. That's why they have that's why they got jobs and they're bringing these dudes on because they're willing to say that. And they sit back, these white folks sit back and chuckle at that. These powerful folks, should I say, sit back and chuckle at you. They chuckle and laugh at you on how you selling out and how you'll never be able to return to your people after they finish with you. But yet and still you guys go up there and talk bad and like I seen the thing on Vlad, let the black people, the people know that they've been fooled or whatever, whatnot. Like, I don't see nothing about being fooled from Colin Kaepernick or his girl niece or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing fooled about him. That dude is out there being active and doing things. No, he's not a supreme leader like we expected him to be. No, he's not a Malcolm X nor a Huey P. Newton. But he's a Jim Brown. You know what I'm saying? At the least, you know what I'm saying? He's an athlete who was willing to sacrifice all that good money and all that good fame for the people. What have you done for the people besides talk about someone who's trying to help uplift them? Like, it don't make no sense. But I would like to hear something. I would like to know something about what you do, a community center you financed or something that you do, you know what I mean, to be able to speak for us. Like you said, why do you think that they the spokesman for black people? You're definitely not the spokesman for black people, and and that fat Whitlock dude definitely not the spokesman for black people. You know what I'm saying? Like Whitlock, he wouldn't even be invited to the barbecue. You would have to pretty much come with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Somebody would have to bring you. So when it comes to that, you know what I'm saying? So don't sit up there and try to act like that you speak for us. Like we speak for ourselves. We got YouTubes and shit too and stuff too. You feel me? But I just want to know, man, what provoked you, because I've been watching you on TV for some time now, and this just started happening. It's like they just finally got to you. Like they finally caught you in a situation and twisted your arm or something, or put a big enough bag. I don't know how they do it or what they do it or how they did it. Like the Whitlock dude, it don't seem like they didn't really much have to do nothing to him. Like he seemed like he wrote his resume up and delivered it to him. Like, yeah, look, man, I hate my people. I hate myself. I try to bleach myself, but it really didn't work. So what I would like to do is be a voice for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Speak about us, and me being from that community, they'll pay attention because they'll see me talking like this, and they'll be at all, and they'll get a bunch of reaction, and they'll get a bunch of clicks because they'll have to look to watch to see that I have the audacity to be saying the retarded stuff that I be saying. So this is clickbait. So you guys should use me. Stick the pole up my butt. That's what that's what his resume said. You know what I'm saying? So that dude, man, he's a crying shame, man. But I just want y'all, to understand that the dude Kaepernick, man, like, he's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? And he took that money. He took that money and he hushed up and whatever, but not. But at the same time, he donated $1 million and started $1 million donation challenge that a lot of brothers and good folks follow. But I never seen you follow. I never seen none of y'all follow. I never seen y'all start a pledge or do anything of sorts. But you can talk about this dude. This dude is all over in the motherland. You know what I'm saying? Connecting dots and stuff like that. I haven't seen none of y'all doing that. I just see y'all around a bunch of white guys chuckling and tickle about what you guys got to say about our people. That's all we see. And it's terrible, man. Y'all need to, counter check yourself, man. Or you don't even check yourself. Just be on notice and be aware. Like we see through that. Your voice is not really heard to the people that count. Like you can get a few people that's confused and intoxicated by the media and their narrative and the things that they like to push upon your mind and make you think. Like they give you a platform to make you think a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like they explain situations and then they put things around it, like media things around it, to credit that narrative, and then it makes weak-minded people start thinking how they want to think. And the truth about it is, you should have your own state of mind. Like you should take in information and then regurgitate that shit, and turn it into something that's productive. I mean, or match it up, or even check your sources and see if it makes any sense to you, if it even makes any sense at all, because a lot of the things these guys be saying doesn't even make sense at all. It's just a bunch of gibberish. They talk and say long, big words and make it sound good. Then they show visuals behind it to really, sell it to you. And once you sold, you start running your mouth and saying this and saying that and speaking reckless about things that's some propaganda, somebody that's really put together and shaped it into your brain, man. So saying that to say, man, y'all folks gonna have to start thinking for yourselves and really looking at the situation. And it's like, I know, don't you hate people who be hanging with dudes or be with a female, or a female be with a dude, and they be together for years after years and stuff, and y'all, like, they be partners for years and friends for years, and then they fall out, and then the first thing they do is be like, oh, he a sucker, he a mark, or he a lame, or he had bunk D, or he was broke anyway, or that's the female saying that, or the male, oh man, I hate that she wasn't nothing anyway, man. Her mama wasn't nothing. She was this and this and that. You know what I mean? Afterwards, after you done been with her, after you done represented, after you showed your face all over town, holding hands, kissing, or after y'all have been folks and partners representing the same situations, down to die, doing all this, felonious type of stuff together, and really ready to, to push that line together. Now all of a sudden you're a sucker. That makes you look a lot more bad than he do. Like, that makes you look a lot more, you forget all the good times, you forget all the good stuff, and then that one little fallout, oh, you sucker, he this and he that. Well, why was you around him? Why was you with him? Why was you representing and putting yourself on the line with this dude if you knew this type of stuff? Or why did you live with him and sleep with him and have kids with him or her all this time if you knew this was about him? Like, it makes you look a lot more stupid. But in my opinion, that's what the Wiley dude, that's what Marcellus Wiley is kind of like, that's what he's doing. He's like, you taking one narrative and Xing out all the other things that Cap has done. Like, you wouldn't have no subjects. Flab wouldn't have you on his platform. You wouldn't have all these different interviews on different networks and different situations if you wasn't being a Sambo, if you wasn't talking against your own. You wouldn't have that. So therefore, if Cap never kneeled, this subject never would be, and you'll just be a regular reporter on the same station and same platform that you have been on, that you done crawled from up under. You wouldn't be as popular or as hot right now if it wasn't for Cap kneeling. So therefore, do not try to take away from what that man has done. Jay-Z and them wouldn't have got this deal if he didn't kneel. A lot of these conversations that's been had, a lot of these situations with the owners and the league, it wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have transpired if this dude, Colin Kaepernick, wouldn't have never stepped up and sacrificed his career for it. So respect that as a black man, as a journalist, as ex-Crip, or whatever the hell you are. You should respect that and keep your mouth closed and stop trying to smear a man's name who brought things to light that you wouldn't have done and you haven't done. You're trying to put a blanket on a light That's sad, brother. That's very sad, man. I'm gonna leave y'all on that note, man. If man, I will hope y'all all tag Marcellus Wiley, and y'all can tag that Jason Whitlock dude too. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to just get on him, just go crazy. I would like to really just go like a one-on-one with him, like, you know what I'm saying? Really like talk, you know, get to debate with that dude. You know what I mean? Because he talks a lot of one-way talk. Like you say a lot of your points be made on a one-way situation where you're on TV being recorded talking to nobody. No one can respond. No one can counter your speech or your thoughts. Nobody can counter that shit. So therefore, you just speaking out, saying this and saying that, and it's a bunch of stuff that's really not relevant. You know what I'm saying? And really not true, really untrue. A lot of untrue things that you say, and really you just misleading people and sounding like you know what you're talking about, but you really don't know what you're talking about. So, you know, y'all just keep your minds open, man, and don't listen to these cats like that, man. Happy, man, First Friday. Be safe to all the brothers and sisters out there, all the people in America. You know what I'm saying? And go subscribe to that Freebase Network. Push the subscribe, like buttons, and all the good things. And y'all be safe, man. Enjoy y'all. One love.